Guys, right, we're going to continue our virtual training, and today we've got Nick with us. We're going to show you a couple of simple techniques that are very effective for us. We're going to go from closed guard. As you know, it's one of my most favourite positions. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at doing an overwrap on this arm. So there's different ways of doing it. So you can pull this here, sweep your arm around, but I have trouble getting my arm above my head. So what I like to do is take the collar and a grip on his pants here, step my left foot to the floor, kick him here, right? So he's got to put his hand onto the floor, grab his arm here, all right? Grab the lapel and I'll just feed it to this hand here, right? So now I've got a nice tight grip over his shoulder, right? If he starts pulling it out, I just bring my arm, put my forearm underneath his armpit here, and it gets like a nice tight grip, okay? Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand on his bicep, I'm going to keep a stiff arm on it, step my foot out, and I'm going to push out so I can bring my knee through here, okay? Get my foot onto his hip. So what I'm going to do is I bring this knee up high. So what's important here is I put my hand underneath his shoulder and I'm going to almost sort of force it back. I'm going to bring my knees up to his head and I squeeze hard, okay? Right? So the way that you apply this is you start pushing him away here with the squeeze of my knees at the same time. Okay, right, so what we're going to do is going to do a slight counter to the reaction when they try and relieve a little bit of pressure on that arm. Right, so we're just going to do a small counter to Nick's counter to relieve the pressure on his arm when I attack it. Okay, so we start off with the same position. We go for the initial sweep, wrap his arm, catch it into the previous position. Okay, so I start attacking, he brings his arm in to try and relieve the pressure here. Okay, so I just push on his face, leg goes up behind his back. Now I've got a high guard here, okay? So like I can attack the arm initially, right? You can't tap out. So what I do from here is bring my leg over his head. Now I've just got a normal arm bar from this position. Okay, right, so we've looked at a couple of arm bars. If you don't want to go for an arm bar, we're just going to look at a very simple choke that's just as effective. Okay, right, so we're going to look at a choke from the same position with the overwrap, okay? So we start with the same little mini sweep here, overwrap his arm. Okay, so I want to take a good tight grip here, right? So anytime that you want to apply a little bit more pressure, okay, all I do is I twist it downwards. You see how it pulls Nick's head down, okay? So what I'm going to do is I do the same setup, push myself through to here, okay? So look, you know, if he's quite strong and I can't push him away, so I'm going to put my hand to the back of his neck here, and usually there's like a nice line of material. So I'm going to take a good grip here, okay? So what I need to do here is I'm gonna look to tuck my elbow underneath his body here. So I really have to drive my arm underneath him. Okay, so there we go, we've got like another set of techniques. Usually it's an attack, a counter, and then a counter attack. So we've got a nice little combination of techniques that are all very similar to the past techniques that we've done in the last couple of videos. So if there's any questions about these techniques or any techniques that you want us to go over, make sure you drop us a message or leave a message on the Facebook or YouTube channel. Nick with us today, aka Philip.
He was hoping for sloth jitsu then. Got Philip instead.
Philip.
Everything's hurting.
Yeah, right.